Welcome. I'm Caroline, and this is my first video of myself teaching a yoga class, so just bear with me. Just been kind of inspired to get on here and do a few videos for friends who may be at home and thinking about you guys, sending you a lot of love, and we're all gonna get through this together. So it's just gonna be a quick full body flow. If you have a block, that'd be awesome. If you have 2 blocks, that's even twice as awesome. But that's pretty much all we'll need. A mat, you may not even need a mat. You could probably just use the floor. But we'll come to a comfortable seated position, crossing the legs. If you have a block, you can sit on it, kind of on its lowest setting. And we'll just go ahead and center ourselves with a couple of nice cleansing breaths. So we'll let your palms rest on the thighs, facing up towards the ceiling. Ground down through your sit bones and lift up through the spine. Bring your shoulders up toward your ears and circle them down the back, away from the ears. And we'll take a few breaths here, breathing in through the nose, slowly and segmentally into the belly, the side of the ribs, into the back. And exhale through the mouth. Inhale to the belly, the side of the body, back of the body. And exhale through the mouth like you're fogging a mirror. Inhale again to the belly, side of the ribs, all the way to the back. And exhale through the mouth. Now we'll inhale through the nose and exhale through the nose to start to feel the pull of the diaphragm, this big muscle that helps bring the breath in to the lungs and out of the lungs. Just scan your body, notice how you're feeling. Notice your energy levels, any parts of the body that may feel tight, closed off, or constricted. And just get a little more length through these regions. Even the mind, you can kind of imagine that it's lengthening and growing up towards the ceiling. We'll bring your hands into prayer and set an intention for your practice. So bow your head into your heart. Something that has been getting me through this challenging time is a mantra given to me by Michelle Baker. This too shall pass. Well, inhale, lift your head. And exhale, release your arms. And we'll open your eyes. And we'll go ahead and get started in a bridge pose with a block if you have one. If you don't have one, no worries. So we'll come to lay on your back. Block can be kind of its medium setting in between the thighs. Bring your chin towards your chest and lengthen the back of the neck. Press your shoulder blades down to the earth. And press your sacrum down. Feeling this really nice neutral spine. We'll kind of use this shape of the spine throughout our flow, throughout our movement practice. We'll take your palms on top of your hip points and then lift your hips a couple of inches off the floor. We want to get the glutes firing, so squeeze your sits bones together. And then use your hands to kind of press down, to give yourself a little resistance, and really squeeze the glutes up into your palms. You can stay here and take a few breaths, or you can start to pulse the hips just lightly up and down. Sometimes less is more. So you don't have to go the full range of the joint, but Just little tiny pulses. Spread the toes, anchor down through the heels. And try to pay attention to see if you're tilting your pelvis in any particular direction. Some people have a tendency of letting their low back curve. You want to kind of focus on lifting the tailbone up towards the ceiling. We'll just take a few more pulses here. One more breath. And lower segmentally from the top of the ribs in the back body, kind of like the thoracic spine, the lumbar spine, lower all the way down. We'll take your block over to the side, lift your legs up to the ceiling, do a little core work. Well, interlace your fingers behind your head, take a deep breath in, and as you exhale, lift your head, lift your shoulders, squeeze your elbows together, and press your head back into your hands. We're going to inhale and slowly lower without letting the ribs flare up to the ceiling. Exhale and lift head and shoulders. We're going to bend your left knee and press your right hand down into the floor. Press, press, press. Bring the right hand behind the head. Take the left leg back up. Inhale and slowly lower the head down without letting the ribs pop up. Exhale and lift up head and shoulders. Bend the right knee and press the left hand into the floor. Press, press, press. Bring the left hand behind the head. Right leg lifts. Inhale and lower the head down. Exhale and lift up head and shoulders. I'm going to bend the right knee and let the left leg drift away. Press the right hand down into the floor. Keep that left elbow hugging in towards the forehead. Right hand comes behind the head, left leg lifts, right leg lifts. Inhale and lower the head. Exhale and lift up. We'll bend your left knee. Right leg drifts away. Press the left hand into the floor. Press, press, press. Squeeze the core in. Bring the left hand behind the head. Right leg comes to center, left leg lifts. Inhale and lower the head down. Hug your knees into your chest. Big breath in through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. We're going to come on up to stand in mountain pose. Arms are down by the side. Feet are as wide as your hips. Spread the toes. Feel the core as it ignites. So to properly engage the core, we want to work on drawing the low ribs down towards the pelvis, down towards your hip bones. And we want to focus on squeezing the hips in towards each other and back towards the spine. We want to keep this whole area really lit up and alive as we go through this practice, okay? So coming back to mountain pose, everything is alive. One big breath here. Inhale, lift the arms. Exhale, hinge at the hips. Inhale, lengthen. Halfway up. Exhale, step the right foot back. Lower the right knee and the top of the right foot. We'll take your right arm out in front of you and use the left hand to pull the right fingers back. Lengthen the tailbone down. Squeeze the right glute. And drag this left heel back towards your body. Take the right arm up, keep the stretch going. Press the right arm up even higher. Big breath in. Exhale, hands to the floor. Step the right foot forward. And fold in, standing forward fold. Inhale, arms lift. Exhale, hinge at the hips. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, step the left foot back. Lower onto the left knee, top of the left foot. Take the left arm in front. Lengthen the tailbone down, squeeze the left glute, and use the right hand to pull the left fingers back. Keep squeezing this right heel back towards you to light up the right hamstring. And we'll take the left arm up to the ceiling, keeping the stretch going, getting nice and tall through the left arm, keeping the core contained. Big breath in. Exhale, hands to the floor, step back plank. Lower onto the knees. And we'll stay here. Keep the arms really straight. We're gonna do some scapular push-ups. That's kind of what I like to call them. So as the arms are straight, you're gonna just melt the chest down towards the floor. Feel the shoulder blades come together on the back. Press the floor down and away. Shoulder blades protract or move away from each other. Gently soften the chest down, keeping the arms straight. Shoulder blades hug together and then press down and away. We'll do this about 4 more times. Starting to get the scapula mobilized. And then we'll lower the chest and the chin. Inhale, cobra. Pull the hands back towards the back of the mat. Chin is towards the chest. Press back. Downward facing dog. Adho Mukha Svanasana. Take a moment to pedal out your feet, bend one knee. As you lengthen the other heel down towards the floor. The ears are in line with the biceps, and the gaze is towards your knees. Inhale, lift the gaze, step or jump forward. Exhale, bow in. Inhale, arms lift. Exhale, stand tall, mountain pose. Inhale, arms lift. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lengthen halfway. Exhale, step back plank. Squeeze the glutes and really fire up the core. So squeeze your hip bones towards each other. Lift the belly towards the spine. Lower onto the knees, chaturanga. Slowly down. Inhale, cobra. Drag the hands towards the back of the mat. Exhale, press back. Downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg lifts. Exhale, step the right foot forward. Rise on up onto the right knee. We'll bring the right hand behind the sacrum. Left arm reaches up. We want to create a fist with your right hand and press your sacrum kind of down, tilting the tailbone down a little bit, firing up the left glute. And then we're going to point your toes to the left side of your mat, side lunge, bend your left knee, right hand comes to the floor, left hand to left hip. We want the hips to be moving back. Try not to let this left knee go way past the toes so that we can hit these, the adductor longest muscle. We're gonna come to the front of your mat and pick up your left leg for standing splits. You can use blocks under your hands, they're great. And then we're gonna bring your right hand to your right hip, rise on up, strong spine. Left knee comes in front of the chest, the right arm lifts up. Fly back, left hand comes to touch the floor or a block. Root down to rise up. Left knee rises in front of the chest, right arm lifts. One more time, fly back. Touch the left floor, or touch the floor with the left hand. And we'll rise on up. Left knee and right arm lift. And slowly release, mountain pose. Inhale, lift the arms. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lengthen halfway. Exhale, step back plank. Lower onto the knees to stay. We're gonna bend the elbows just a little bit and straighten the arms. Bend and straighten. Elbows are going straight back and actively press into your fingertips. We'll keep going. Make sure the head isn't getting soggy. We want to keep it lifted and engaged. For 2 and 1, and then we'll press back into plank and lift up, down dog. Big breath in through the nose. Exhale, open the mouth wide. Inhale, lift the left leg. Exhale, step the left foot forward. Rise up onto the left thigh for high lunge. Bring the left hand behind you to the sacrum. Create a fist. And we'll take the right arm up straight to the ceiling as you pull your ribs back. Lightly squeeze the right glute. One more breath. We'll point your toes to the right side of the mat. Bend your right knee. Side lunge. Left hand comes to the floor or to a block. And reach your hips back. Keep the chest open. 2 breaths. We'll come to the front of the mat. Lift the right leg. Standing splits. Press down through the right hand to lift up. Left arm, right knee lift. Fly back, warrior 3. Right hand touches the floor or a block. Press down through the left leg to rise up. Right knee, left arm lifts. Fly back, one last time. Tap the floor and root to rise. Slowly release it all down. Mountain pose. Inhale, lift the arms. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lift up, halfway. Exhale, step back, plank pose. We're gonna lower onto the forearms, one at a time. Forearm plank. Get your booty down. Want the elbows to be just about right under the shoulders. Keep the core really lifting up towards the spine and hug the front of the hips together. We're gonna walk the toes in, dolphin pose. Gazes towards the toes. Press down through the whole forearm. Inhale, lift the right leg. Exhale, rise up onto the left tippy toes. Lower the left heel. Rise up onto the left tippy toes. Maybe add a little hop. One more time. Lift up. And lower down. Dolphin. Inhale, lift the left leg. Exhale, rise up onto the right tippy toes. And lower. Lift up. And lower. One more time. And lower down. Come to the knees. Bring the knees a little wider than your hips. Press your seat towards your heels. Hands come under the forehead for child's pose. Take a few big grounding breaths here. Feeling your heartbeat and observing your mind. We'll bring your hands to the floor. Slowly roll the spine forward. We'll come to tabletop. Let the belly sink down. Pull the shoulder blades together. Lift the gaze, lift the chest. Breathe in. Exhale, tilt the tailbone down. Hug the belly and the low ribs. The chin to the chest. Belly sinks down, inhale with the gaze. Drag your hands towards the back of the mat. Exhale, ground down and round your spine. Come to neutral. Tuck the toes and lift the hips. Downward facing dog. Inhale, lift the left leg. Exhale, step the left foot forward. Lower onto the right knee and the top of the right foot, and we'll rise on up. So from here, we're gonna get a little tricky. Cactus the arms, shoulder blades tucked together in the back, ribs pull back as you lengthen the tailbone down. And from here, we'll start to hover the left foot. You might have to get your arms involved. And we're gonna take this left foot open to the left until we get this left foot to the floor, left heel and the right knee are in a line. Again, lengthen the tailbone down, engage the right glute, and bring your arms out to a T. We'll bring your left forearm to the left thigh, right arm reaches up and towards the left. Keep lengthening the tailbone down, pressing your right hip a little forward. Inhale, rise. Here we go. We're going to come back into that forward lunge. Cactus the arms. Take the left foot forward and slowly lower it down. Gets better through time, I promise. We'll bring the right hand to the floor or to a block. Tuck the right toes under as you lift the right leg and the left arm. Revolve lunge. You want to keep lifting up through the right hip and lightly squeeze the right glute. Gaze can be out to the side, or you can relax your right ear down towards your right shoulder for a little added spinal kind of twist in the cervical spine. Come to side lunge again. So point your toes to the right side of the mat, left hand comes to the floor as you bend your right knee. Come to the front of the mat. Fingertip lunge. And then we're going to spiral this right foot down to the floor and cartwheel the arms up. Warrior two. Sometimes these transitions can be tricky, huh? Inhale, reach back, peaceful warrior. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, reach back, peaceful warrior. Exhale, cartwheel the arms down, step back, point. Lower slowly, chaturanga. Inhale, cobra or upward dog. Exhale, press back, downward facing dog. Inhale, lift the right leg. Exhale, step the right foot forward. Lower onto the left knee, top of the left foot. Cactus the arms. Here we go with that funky transition. So really press down through the left leg as you hover the right leg. Open up to the side with control and bring the right foot in line with the left knee. Lengthen the tailbone down, right forearm, open the arms to a T first, breathe in. And as you exhale, right forearm to right thigh, left arm reaches up and over to the right, lightly squeezing the left glute. 2 breaths here. Inhale, rise up, prepare for liftoff. Lift the right leg, bring it forward, and slowly and quietly release it down. Bring the left hand to the floor, pick up the left leg and the right arm. Spinal twist. Stay here with the gaze or relax the left ear down towards the left shoulder. Keep the left hip kind of lifting. You don't want to get soggy through it. And we're going to come to side lunge. Point your toes to the left. Bend your left knee. Right hand comes to the floor. Walk your hands to the front front of the mat. Fingertip lunge. Bring the left foot down so that it's parallel to the back edge of the mat. And we'll windmill the arms up. Warrior two. That's a little smoother. Level out the tops of the hips. Front foot kind of energetically dials out. We'll inhale, reach back, peaceful warrior. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, reach up and back. Exhale, cartwheel the hands down. Step back, plank pose. Lower onto the knees. Bend the elbows a little bit and straighten. Bend and straighten. Bend and straighten. Keep going. Keep the core nice and tight. Engage the glutes. Two. Last one. Come all the way onto your belly. Bring your hands to support one of your cheeks. And let everything be soft and heavy. And all your worries melt away. We'll come onto your back. Ground your feet. We'll take the right ankle, cross it over the left knee. Interlace your fingers behind the left thigh. And take 3 breaths here. Keep lengthening the chin down towards the chest to create more space through the back of the neck. Maybe bring your fingertips over the left shin. Keep the right foot flexed. Slowly release. Take the right leg up to the ceiling. Interlace your fingers behind the right thigh. And let the left leg extend long. We're gonna hook your left arm underneath your right knee. You'll have to bend this right knee to access that. And we'll take your right arm open to the side and bring the right knee all the way to the left for a spinal twist, keeping that arm hooked. Stay here, where you can add a quad stretch by bending the left knee and grabbing on to the left foot with the right hand. We want to broaden through the chest, but keep pressing this left foot kind of down towards the floor. Don't let it reach up high. Lightly engage the left glute. We'll release that foot slowly. Come onto your back. Hug both knees into your chest. Bring the right foot to the floor. Left ankle crosses over the right knee. Interlace your fingers behind the right thigh, keeping the chin moving towards the chest, keeping the left foot or both feet flexed. Take a few big breaths here. We'll slowly release this right foot as you lift the left leg, interlacing fingers behind the left thigh. We'll reach the right leg out long. Take your right arm and kind of hook it underneath the left knee. Open the left arm to the side as you twist to the right. Staying here or bending the right knee and grabbing on to the right foot. Lightly squeeze the right glute. Breathe deep into the belly. onto your back. Hug both knees into the chest. Have your right hand on the right shin and the left hand on the left shin. And slowly let the knees open up away from each other. Let the core be soft. Let the gaze be soft. We'll hug your knees together and take the legs out long for your final rest, Shavasana. Take a deep inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. Breathe in again through the nose. Get as full as you can and then hold the breath at the top of the inhale. And exhale through the mouth. Let everything feel heavy. Feel the support of the floor beneath you. And bring your awareness to your entire body. Feeling this mind and body connection. Feel free to stay here a little bit longer. And when you're ready, we'll move your fingers and toes. Hug your knees into your chest. Roll to the right side to pause for just a moment. Come to a comfortable seat as soon as you're ready. Bring the hands together in prayer. Bowing into your intention that you set for your practice. Bowing into the mantra of this too shall pass. I'll continue to keep posting some videos, so feel free to comment or let me know if there's anything you would like to work on. Definitely planning on doing some inversions coming up, maybe like little workshops, and maybe doing some anatomy stuff. Just let me know what you're interested in and have a beautiful rest of your day. Get rest, take care of yourself, move your body, and thank you.